What is going on, SHJ Army? We're back for another How Would That Superhero Train. I'm currently pre-recording this because if you're watching this, I'm still in Texas. I'm still on vacation. I wanted to get some content up for the week that I'm gone. I do have some articles hitting the site as well, but I also wanted to make this video pretty special because I want to get our first How Would That Superhero Train that is a woman, and I wanted that to be Captain Marvel. We are on Marvel Week, so if you guys don't know what this is where I talk about how a specific superhero or character would train in real life if that character was a human or just normal or didn't have powers or was living with us in real life, and I'm basing that on over 200 celeb workout routines that I've researched and over 100 character workout routines that we've built on Superhero Jacked. So I'm going to use a couple of the tools that I myself have put together, some of the tools from Coach Derek, and mix it up and have some fun with it. Also add in some clips and pictures and talk about the background of the hero. I'm not going to give you a specific workout, but I will link in the description below some of the workouts that you can utilize to help you use the format that we are going to discuss. Quick announcements. Like I said in Tuesday's video, I can't give specific announcements because I am pre-recording this, but Air of Fire, trying to get the review up. I am away, so if I didn't finish it by the time I left, it's not looking good, but the review will go up, I promise. And the only reason I have Time of Contempt on my desk right now, like I said last time, is because this is one of the books that looks like it's a favorite for book club next month because we read the first Witcher book last month. This is looking pretty good, but I'm not sure yet, so I don't want to make any announcements until the votes are in. That will go out via email and also on the Facebook page. I can't say much more because I can't tell the future, so let's crack the monster, cue the music, and talk about it. Alright, let's talk about Captain Marvel. I'm really excited for this one, not just because it's the first woman superhero that we're going to be talking about, but because Captain Marvel falls into the category that I've specifically said that I really like. It's when we're discussing a character that's just so well-rounded. It's endurance training, it's strength training, it's body weight and gymnastics training mixed with like parkour and mixed martial arts, of course, hand-to-hand combat. So it's just putting all of it together and being able to talk about a specific schedule that is able to fit everything in there. So it's not just a one-trick pony where you're going and you're powerlifting or you're bodybuilding. I'm sorry to everybody who wants to do just one thing. That's completely fine. I go through stages like that as well, but we're talking about superheroes here, so they are going to be well-rounded. Even characters like the Hulk, who is powerlifting, does include stuff for like endurance and stamina and things like that. But some of these characters like Captain Marvel, Captain America, Black Panther, Batman, Deathstroke, these characters are the ones that would be incorporating tons of different things into their regime just because they're so well-rounded and it's not just like incredible strength and that's it. So I want to get started right off the bat by comparing Captain Marvel to Brie Larson, who is going to be our Captain Marvel in the Marvel Universe. I've heard rumors that Captain Marvel is going to join the universe and be the strongest of any of the Avengers and anyone that we've ever seen. So that is extremely exciting. I'm so pumped for this movie, not just because of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, but also because Jude Law will be playing Marvel, and I just did a Jude Law workout routine on the site, and he's freaking awesome, and he's Dumbledore, and he's Watson, and he's just everything. So, okay, but this is Captain Marvel's video. I don't want to get started on Jude Law and how awesome he is. Let's discuss the height and weight comparison. Captain Marvel comes in at 5'11", 165 pounds, and her real name is Carol Danvers. Marvel states that her current superpowers include flight, enhanced strength, durability, and the ability to shoot concussive energy bursts from her hands. They also continue talking about her abilities by saying she's a skilled pilot and hand-to-hand combatant. Alright, so she's pretty freaking awesome. She's got the super strength, she's got the endurance, like I said, and she could fly. So, some of these other characters that we were talking about, I was incorporating parkour. This one we're talking about flight, so we are going to be talking about certain things that are a little bit different. I'm going to still give you the parkour routine because we can't actually fly, but I'm also going to be giving you certain things that are going to make you be able to jump higher, almost as if you were Jessica Jones, where you can't fly, but you can leap and you can do parkour and you can do all the things. So we are going to be talking about explosiveness and working on jumping higher. Same way with Flash, we worked on speed and explosiveness there. Brie Larson comes in at 5'7", 128 pounds, but she has been bulking up a lot. And she says, getting stronger is a process I'm committed to showing up for every single day. And on her Instagram, she's shown with weighted chains while doing push-ups and other movements and planks and doing pull-ups. And she said 9 months of training really does something to your body, as she does pull-ups and also is shown doing 300, 350, and 400-pound hip thrusts. Brie Larson has not just been doing bodyweight training and running and trying to lose some weight and get a little bit toned. She's also doing weight training with deadlifts and hip thrusters and pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, and weights with chains. And she's been said to put on 15 pounds on top of her starting weight. So the weight that I gave you, the approximate weight, that was even before this bulk. So she's probably getting even closer to the weight of Carol Danvers' character. So I think Brie Larson is going to do an amazing job. I'm going to try to get some clips from the trailers and other things that have been out there that shows Brie Larson in action. Whatever I can get, I'll give you guys. I might have to use some snippets where it's just the pictures that I'm able to get for you guys. But let's talk about this specific training. I believe that exactly what I'm talking about with Brie Larson is the first step. I think weight training for the super strength, maybe put in a schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday where you're lifting some heavy compound lifts. You could even turn it up to a 4-day lift schedule based around compound lifts, but that depends on how much parkour, mixed martial arts, endurance, and intensity training you want to work on with your explosive movements and your other things to fit the other sections of Captain Marvel's character. So I would suggest you the 3 to 4 day workout. If you're doing a 3-day, you can do push-pull legs, which would revolve around your push maybe is Monday, your legs maybe is Wednesday, your pull maybe is Friday, and then fitting in mixed martial arts, endurance training, and some explosive training on one day over the weekend and Tuesday and Thursday. Now you could leave those days to just 2 days a week, or you could do some active off days. So let's say you want to do a 4-day split where you hit all the compound lifts and revolve it around chest, military press, deadlifts, and squats. That's 4 days of training that you fit during the week, and then you fit in 2 days devoted to mixed martial arts, endurance training, and explosiveness, and then your last day, your specific off day, could maybe be devoted to endurance training, or maybe just a slow and steady walk, and stay active that day, devoted to certain things maybe that are falling behind and weaker, but stay away from the weights for that one day. Get at least 1 day of rest in, but stay active. You can still do certain things to stay active. We are talking about a superhero character and how they would train. I specifically like to stay active every day of the week. I do get my rest. I like to sleep. So those are some of the things that you do want to incorporate. And if you are looking to build super strength, you are going to want to increase your calories to at least the maintenance level, if not higher, if you're looking to gain weight on top of that and mass. So keep that in mind. If you're looking to tone up and you want to gain strength while losing fat, you're looking at more of a body recomp. This is a slow and steady process. It's sometimes grueling because it is much less of a cut than normal, because you do have to stay in a cut on certain days and you do have to calorie cycle a little bit. That's what we do in the body recon program. I suggest that for people who already have a little bit of towards a low body fat percentage and are looking to just reshape their body a bit while working on their strength. It is tough. I have done it myself. I obviously test all these programs prior, but that is something else you could do. And I think the schedule will be a lot of fun for Captain Marvel. I think there would be a lot of things where it would be training intuitive. So maybe on 1 week you're training 4 days a week for mixed martial arts and parkour and explosive movements and high intensity interval training. So you're talking box jumps and weighted squats going into something else. And then the next week you might be training towards your heavy compounds and only doing 2 to 3 days a week in the mixed martial arts and the running and stuff like that. So I think a lot of it is intuitive training. When you're talking about a superhero, they might be on and off on what their specific training schedule is like. You can't just say, oh, this is their schedule, they definitely stick to it, because we do see Captain America out there running laps around Falcon, but we also see him with super strength. So there are different things that you would definitely be switching it up, and your program would not just stay the same. You might have goals the same way we have goals to bulk up a bit, keep the strength, and then maintain it while working on another goal, and then just getting your peak performance overall in every single category. That might be better to do one at a time. That might be better to do all at the same time. But either way, all these things would be peak and continuously maintained throughout. That's specifically how I think Captain Marvel would train. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys want to see some other women superheroes, some other ladies on the site turned into how would that superhero train on the video, let me know. Smash the thumbs up button, leave some comments below, and I'll talk to you later.